We all know that first Nightingale of India was Sarojini Naidu.
And we all know the first Indian woman who went to space, who was Kalpana Chawla, who still continues to inspire many Indian girls.
And we all know that there was a point where Barbies was represented by this beautiful woman called as Aishwarya Rai.
And we still remember the first Indian women pilot who took part in Kargil War, who was Gunjan Saxena.
With this, we can actually get to know there are so many talented women out there. But what we don't know is that women who actually established themselves as an entrepreneur too.
So today we bring you a collective story of some of the women who are lesser known in their respective field, but they continue to aspire and inspire many Indian women as well as girls.
So welcome to yet another show of Tea Time Facts, and also I have to tell you that previous answer for the question we asked you.
And the question was, which is the brand that has 2 boxes and 3 dots? Did you guess it?
Well, let me tell the answer, guys. It was Domino's. Moving on, let me tell you a couple of stories that might also inspire you guys.
So let me start by telling you an inspirational story of a tribal woman. No, I'm not talking about the present president of India, but I'm talking about Pabiben Rabri. So if you're ever uninspired in your life, then you should make sure that you read about her successful story. Born in a small town based in Kutch, she had to quit studying after 4th grade, but giving up was never an option for her. After a constant support from her husband, today she is not only a daily wager, she is also an entrepreneur. She has turned to an entrepreneur. She has not only invented the machine embroidery, but has also established an enterprise that empowers tribal women. Today, her embroidered designs, has crossed all the borders of Kutch and has also reached to Hollywood as well as Bollywood movies. I always wanted to be independent and free, says Miss Rabiri. Little did she know that whatever she did as a spare time would take her this far and that she would become a global icon. Today, she successfully runs pabiben.com, empowers tribal women and makes them financially independent, and also keeps the Rabri embroidery alive. So this was the entire story of first women artisan.
Namita, there was actually a very interesting story. I mean, you never know how many challenges each of the women face and everything. Since you're telling one story, I want to tell that too. So moving on to this very important sector of pollution and environment, there is this one lady who changed the revolution when it comes to this. We all love our environment and we have to stay focused with that. And as we see, saving petrol has become one of the most important things because you never know when the prices might rise, right? And when we are talking about our safety, environment and the pollution around us, we can start off by telling about this women who thought about the environment and us. Telling about environment and petrol, all that we can think about are the vehicles. Talking about two-wheelers or electrical trolleys or everything. EVs have taken charge right now. Talking about this wonderful lady who is also featured in the Forbes, she's none other than Hemlata Annamalai. Her origin is from Coimbatore, and also when we talk about her company, it's called the Ampere Enterprises Private Limited. This women entrepreneur actually thought about the environment when it comes to the safety regarding the vehicles as well. She thought about the combustion which was happening all over the world, and she also thought about the pollution which was affecting the entire planet. That's where she thought that e-vehicles are the future of India or future of the country. That's where she started off her own company. This company's sole purpose is to provide them with e-cycles, e-scooters, e-trolleys and even specialized vehicles which can also help in the waste management. Emerging with the new technologies and innovations in this particular company, Hemlata has actually established herself as the best women entrepreneur as well. When we talk about the company itself, she has limited male entrepreneurs, providing a lot of women out there with job opportunities as well. This is a rare story when we talk about women also trying to save the entire environment and also providing opportunities for women out there. It's actually a dream for Hemlata Annamalai to establish more and more EVs and also bring in more productivity when it comes to electrical vehicles. It's also her dream to aspire and inspire more people out there. Sometimes you don't have to be a dreamer. Sometimes you have to be an explorer and learn more because this was a new trend which is going on all over the world. Environment is something that you all have to be concerned about. But she thought not only about the environment but how to improve the environment. As a leader, you have to learn to be the change, not to change the entire world.
Well, Varsha, that was quite inspiring and aspiring as well, because today who thinks of environment really, and also empowering women at the very same time. And I think later on in the future, in near future, we all will be using EVs very soon. So I think her dream will come true very soon, wherein every single individual will be using EVs. So now let me date back to history, and now let me tell you one of the inspirational story of yet another woman who took a seat on Wall Street, who was none other than Muriel Sieber. She was also popularly known as Mickey. She was the first lady to be elected in the New York Stock Exchange back in the year 1967. Now remember, this is the era that we are talking about wherein women were not given enough opportunity and equal opportunity. But Muriel happened to be the first lady to break all the patriarchy dominance and happened to descend to the top of the financial world. So well, the story starts wherein this 26-year-old had nothing except $500 and her own car and moved to the New York City to pursue her career on the Wall Street. She started her career as a security analyst trainee, and then later on she changed at least 3 jobs when she learned that the men there were paid more for doing the same kind of job. And then what happens next? Well, on her way up to the success ladder, she, like any other women, she also faced a lot of discrimination that still exists in our society. And with all this, she was definitely frustrated, and then she finally decided that she would purchase at least one seat in the New York Stock Exchange. But well, the story doesn't end there, and there's always a catch in the story. And this story that we're talking about here, it took turn when this lady wanted a loan worth $300,000, which any bank had refused to give her unless and until the New York Stock Exchange had admitted her. But being very persistent and determined, and she finally got a seat in New York Stock Exchange. And this is how she became the very first lady to get a seat in New York Stock Exchange. And later on, she started her own business with the help of which she repaid all her loans.
There was an actually incredible story, as we all know that society wasn't that great back then. But over time, everything has changed. Let me tell you a story about this one woman who started her journey as a hair washer until a company where she opened for all the hair products. This woman is none other than CJ Walker. She was actually orphaned at the age of 7, and then she was married at the age of 14. This was a huge struggle as a woman in the olden society. But things have changed right now. But back then, she went through a lot of uncertainties and a lot of challenges when it came to society as well as people around her. But still, she was an established businesswoman. The story starts in such a way. Walker was actually working as a hair washer in a particular salon. And then she realized because of this dry climate in America, a lot of them were actually having a lot of hair loss. Over time, she found out that this problem is caused due to the dry scalp. Nobody would also try and also find a solution for this problem. Later on, she found the solution for this problem by giving a lucrative and very nice hair products. She actually came up and found out this formula for hair growth and also told people that this is one of a product that can be the future. And later on, when she thought about giving people what they wanted, and she also started promoting and marketing herself with her product. That is where people started recognizing her and her product. Her product actually made a huge success when it came to the market, and the way it was growing, that's where she became the self-made millionaire. This is one of the smallest reasons can make you a millionaire. Let me tell you, the determination to overcome all the challenges can get you heights in your career. That is where this woman actually thought that breaking the barriers of the society and coming up with new ideas can also help the women out there, and with also the problem that she created this particular product with. So if you also want to take the story as an inspiration, start thinking where the root of the problem is. It was actually very safe to say that she straightened out her life, and then she thought what is more important for the society before people also put her down telling that she couldn't do it. So Namrata, what does you say on this story?
It is quite inspirational because women at those times thinking that it is a problem that I would face. She never knew that this is the same problem many of us are facing, and that's when she came up with a wonderful product that would help the society at large. So if you're someone who's facing a problem, not particularly facing a problem, but you might see someone who's facing a particular problem, then you might come up with a solution and you might also be a millionaire. This is not only looking at a point of view where you make money, but how you solve the problem. So now let's move on to our next women entrepreneur. Well, if you're someone who wants to start a business and you're wondering that you're too late to start a business, then this story is definitely going to inspire you, because this story says that age is just a number, and that if you believe in yourself and if you believe in your product, you can start your business anytime when you're ready. So now I'm going to tell you a story of Meena Bindra. Well, Meena Bindra is a live example to tell you that age is just a number. Let me tell you that she started her business at the age of 39 years. And this alone tells us that it's never too late for you to start your business and to follow your passion and your dream. Now, who doesn't know Biba? It is India's one of the largest ethnic brands that we know today. Well, this story started with just rupees 800 as a loan that was taken as a loan, and today it has established itself, and today this brand is worth rupees 600 crore. So So this story started when Meena started getting pieces of fabrics, and with the help of just one tailor, she gained a lot of profit, and today it has become one of the leading brands in India. This story alone tells you that if you have passion and zeal and if you believe in yourself, then you can establish any business and it will definitely lead to success.
I mean, thank you so much, Namita, for reminding me about ethnic wear since we have our ethnic day tomorrow. I might have to go shopping for that.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, before we talk about shopping and all that, because we're girls.
Are you serious? This is torture.
Let's head back to the topic, and then let me tell you this one last story which might even inspire you all. No matter what, don't stop in life. When we usually take the topic of women entrepreneur, we all know the challenges that each of them would have faced. But this is something even more. Challenges is something that we actually determine our talents from. But this young woman actually went through a lot of things. This is a story on a woman called as Chinukala. The story goes in such a way. Chinukala actually happened to leave her house at a very young age. Why? Because her parents were actually pressuring her to get married at a young age. So what happened is that after she left her home, she had to start a career all by herself. She started off by selling knives and coaster, reaching door to door and selling them over and over. She was also rejected. People even actually acted rude to her and were going on and on telling her that she shouldn't be coming inside their home. This actually hurt her feeling but did not stop her from what she wanted to become. Determination and everything is what she had because she knew one day she would reach heights. She believed that there is no replacement for hard work. Let me tell you this, guys. She was actually working in a corporate job and reached the level of Miss India pageant in the final stage. And later, she established her own business, which is a jewelry making business, which is still worth rupees 7.5 crores. Her story is actually the biggest example that we can determine is that no matter how tough you start, no matter what nightmares strike your way, always remember that the ending is going to be rewarding. This is one of the stories that inspired you that nothing can stop you no matter what your dreams and aspirations are for. Always remember to focus on your hard work because one day you'll reach there.
So to the end, I hope all these stories, all these successful stories of successful women have inspired you. And if you're someone who is inspirational, if you have got inspiration from other women, you have found any women who inspires you, then do let us know in the comment section. So I hope this video was quite helpful and inspirational to all those women entrepreneurs as well as other entrepreneurs who's looking to start their own business with full determination and zeal and passion in them.
Women around the world are actually achieving wonders, and we know that a confident woman is always powerful. So if you think you're confident enough to earn and stabilize your position in the society, then you are made for this industry. Do not forget to download our Freedom app because it's got a lot of courses on women entrepreneur, and you can see live examples who have spoken about their experiences and can give you a lot more in detail if you want to start that particular business.
So download Freedom app from Play Store or App Store.
And also do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Before we end this particular topic and before we end this video, let me ask you guys this question. Who was the first Indian women entrepreneur? If you also know this answer, do not forget to comment below and we will let you know the answer in our next video.
So thank you so very much for watching our show. I am Namita Pandey.
And I'm Varsha Renukumar, rolling down the curtains for this show. Thank you for watching Freedom. Get wise, break free.